The Isle of Wight is separated from mainland England by Spithead and has always been a showground for some of the world's largest ships, as were arguably the greatest years. The great liners crossed the Atlantic from Southampton, and Ryde Pierhead provided a grandstand view. Edward Trotman filmed the great Cunardas from the pierhead in 1962, but the prime purpose was to film the O2s which worked the isolated island railway network. A Ventnor train is seen ready to depart, behind number 25 God's Hill. All island locomotives were named after island locations. Until 1969, a tramway paralleled the railway on the pier, at the island end of which was Ryde Esplanade Station, trains running under the town through a short tunnel from St John's Road. On the 21st of June 1986, the remaining island network and the workshops at Ryde St John's Road were thrown open to the public for the Ryde Rail Festival. The line from Ryde Pier to Shanklin's now worked by ex-London Transport tube stock, bought in 1966 by BR when declared obsolete by LT, having been built in 1938. The island workshops are self-contained, and the staff have done wonders to maintain the ancient rolling stock, the island now attaining an independent identity once again, as the BR corporate image softens. The only freight wagons on the system are for departmental use, the line carrying passenger traffic only. In the summer, many holidaymakers rely entirely on public transport, the cost of the short sea passage being prohibitive for cars. Hopefully the open day generated new customers for the island railway, which is, in effect, BR's own preserved railway, and long may it continue. If rumoured plans come to fruition, the Isle of Wight Steam Railway may extend from Haven Street to Smallbrook Junction to connect once again with BR. One of the most celebrated of island trains was the double-headed early morning van train. Smallbrook Junction was justly famous, the Cowes line being the closest to the camera, a Ventnor Ryde train passing behind the box. The first line to close on the island was to Ventnor West in 1952, followed in 1953 by branches to Bembridge and Freshwater. Cam visited these latter that year, and also the main line junction at Sandown, the branch to Newport, closing in 1956. On the open day, the BR Line's recently acquired 03 diesel gave brake van rides over the stump of the Sandown-Newport line, the first fare-paying passengers over for very many years. A derailment between Sandown and Shanklin on the 27th of August 1962 gave Edward Trotman some interesting views, especially of the ex-LSWR road van and the mess van. Number 27, Merster, shuttle between Shanklin and Ventnor during the emergency, and is seen running round at Shanklin. Ventnor was the original terminus, reached through a tunnel. It closed in 1966, and the site is now an industrial estate. It was the extreme southern part of the island system. Originally an independent concern, the Freshwater and Yarmouth line closed in 1953. Photographs of the line are very rare, and a movie film even rarer. Again, we have Cam Campbell to thank for these fascinating views. Newport, the island capital, was the hub of the system, with lines to all parts of the compass. It was closed in 1966, but when Cam visited it, the shed still even sported an ex-Brighton E1 tank, used for coal trains from Medina Wharf. Mill Hill platform led to the terminus at Cowes, where an unusual form of running round was practised. After the engine had uncoupled and reversed past the stock, the guard would allow the train to run back into the platform by gravity. Ashy was the first station out on the Ride to Newport line, and will see trains again when the steam railway builds its extension. The platform seen here was built in 1961 to replace the original, which had collapsed. Haven Street was the crossing point up until closure of the route in 1966, and was as immaculate in 1962 as it is today. Ferries and the Festiniog Railway have been synonymous for over 100 years. 1979 built Earl of Meirionydd